Come, let us begin a gentle journey. We are leaving the ground behind. The world below begins to shrink, slowly and peacefully. Imagine we are floating, lifted by a soft, invisible current. There is no rush here. The air is warm and still. We are ascending into the sky above the island of Sumatra. Our destination is not a place we must hurry to, but a view we can simply observe. Below us, a remarkable city is waiting to reveal its secrets. This is Bandar Lampung, a place of quiet beauty and gentle energy. We are high enough to see the grand design of the landscape, yet close enough to feel connected to the life below. This is a special kind of travel, one that quiets the mind and opens the heart. We are not tourists bustling through crowds, but silent observers in the vast open sky. As we climb higher, the world transforms. What was once a collection of separate objects now becomes part of a whole. The colors merge and shift. Patches of green meet squares of red and gray. A ribbon of blue sparkles in the distance. Our view expands and we can now see where Bandar Lampung sits in the world. It is nestled right at the southern tip of Sumatra, one of Indonesia's largest and wildest islands. From our high perch, we can see the land meeting the sea in a graceful curve. The coastline is not a straight, harsh line, but a gentle embrace. It is a place of transition, where jungle-clad hills slope down to meet the warm tropical waters. To the north and west, the land is a deep, rich green. These are the foothills of the Bukit Barisan Mountains, a long spine that runs the length of Sumatra. They are ancient and covered in dense rainforest, home to incredible life. Even from here, we can see the texture of the canopy, a rolling sea of treetops. The city of Bandar Lampung has grown in the shelter of these hills. They are like great green guardians watching over the inhabitants below. It sits on the edge of Lampung Bay, a large protected body of water that opens into the Sunda Strait. This strait is a crucial waterway, the passage that separates Sumatra from Java. We can see the faint outline of Java's coast in the distance, a hazy blue line on the horizon. Bandar Lampung's location makes it incredibly important for trade and travel. As we float above, we can appreciate this clever positioning. Nature has provided the perfect setting, and humanity has built a home within it. Now let us drift lower, closer to the city itself. The landscape transforms from broad strokes of color into a detailed and intricate mosaic. We are looking down upon a vast tapestry of rooftops. They come in many colors: bright red, earthy orange, cool blue, and simple gray. Each roof represents a home, a family, a life unfolding beneath it. The houses are clustered together in friendly neighborhoods, connected by a web of narrow streets and winding alleyways. It is a living, breathing organism. From this height, the city reveals its different personalities. In some areas, the houses are packed tightly, their roofs almost touching. In other places, the homes are more spread out, surrounded by small gardens and leafy trees. These are the newer suburbs, expanding outwards towards the green hills. We can see how the city has grown over time, like the rings of a tree, each layer telling a part of its story. Among the houses, we can spot the open spaces that give the city room to breathe. Small parks and public squares appear as patches of green and brown. The layout of the city seems to follow the natural contours of the land. There is an organic feel to it, as if the city grew from the earth rather than being forced upon it. Let us now turn our gaze towards the water. The city of Bandar Lampung is defined by its relationship with the sea. Below us lies Lampung Bay, a magnificent expanse of blue. The color is not uniform. It changes with the depth of the water and the position of the sun. Near the shore, it is a pale, gentle turquoise. Further out, the color deepens to a rich sapphire. The surface shimmers and sparkles, reflecting the sunlight like a million tiny diamonds. The coastline is a fascinating mix of natural beauty and human industry. We can see long stretches of sandy beach, their pale colors contrasting beautifully with the blue water. Mutan Beach and Sari Ringgung Beach are famous spots, and from here we can see them as gentle curving arcs of white and gold. But the bay is also a working body of water. We can see the port of Panjang, a major hub for shipping. Large container ships, looking like colorful building blocks from our vantage point, are docked at the piers. Out in the bay, we can spot the traditional fishing boats, known as perahu. They are small, wooden vessels, often painted in bright, cheerful colors. Further out, we might see the ferries that travel between Sumatra and Java, larger ships moving with a steady, determined pace across the Sunda Strait. The water looks incredibly inviting and calm from our peaceful perch. Small islands dot the bay, little emerald jewels set in a sea of blue. The overall feeling is one of vastness and tranquility. As we continue our gentle drift over the city, certain structures stand out from the Tapestry of Rooftops. One of the most prominent is the Al Furqan Grand Mosque. Its large, elegant dome and tall, slender minarets rise gracefully towards the sky. From our aerial perspective, we can appreciate the mosque's beautiful symmetry. It is a beacon of faith and community, situated on a hill that gives it a commanding and peaceful presence over the city. Another striking feature is the Siga Tower, or Menara Siga. Located near the port, this building is a modern icon, yet it is deeply rooted in local culture. Its design is inspired by the Siga, a traditional crown worn by Lampung brides. The building's golden yellow color and distinctive horn-like points make it instantly recognizable. From the sky, it looks like a golden crown placed carefully at the gateway to the city, a beautiful fusion of tradition and progress. Our view also takes in the green lungs of the city. We can see Elephant Park, a central green space that offers a respite from the urban environment. The campus of the University of Lampung spreads out like a small town of its own, with its lecture halls, libraries, and open fields. Each of these landmarks tells a part of the city's story, its faith, its culture, its commitment to education, and its connection to nature. Let us imagine we can zoom in a little closer to observe the gentle rhythm of daily life below. We cannot see individual faces, but we can see the patterns of movement. The streets, which looked like thin lines from higher up, are now revealed as channels of constant flowing activity. Tiny specks of color move in a steady, unhurried stream. There is a sense of purpose to the movement, but it does not feel frantic. It is the gentle, daily pulse of a city going about its business. We drift over a market area. From here it is a vibrant explosion of color and texture. We can see the bright canvas awnings of the stalls arranged in neat rows. We can almost imagine the sights and smells, piles of exotic fruits, fresh vegetables, and fragrant spices. People, appearing as small dots, move between the stalls. This is where the community comes together, a place of social interaction as much as commerce. The markets are the lifeblood of the city's neighborhoods. In the residential areas, we can see subtle signs of life. We might see laundry hanging out to dry on balconies and in yards, fluttering like colorful prayer flags in the gentle breeze. In the late afternoon, we might spot the small open fields and schoolyards becoming active with people playing football or badminton. The city's pace seems to be in tune with its tropical setting. This gentle, natural rhythm is part of the city's charm, creating a way of life that is in harmony with the world around them. The environment of Bandar Lampung is shaped by its position near the equator. The climate here is tropical, which means it is warm and humid all year round. This climate is the reason for the incredible greenery we see everywhere. The lush hills, the tall palm trees, and the vibrant flowers all thrive in this constant heat and moisture. We might even see a rain cloud in the distance, a dark grey mass slowly drifting over the hills, releasing its life-giving water. This abundance of rain feeds the rivers that flow down from the mountains and through the city, eventually meeting the sea. The constant presence of water shapes the land and the way people live. This rich environment supports a surprising amount of wildlife, even within the city limits. The parks and gardens are home to a variety of tropical birds. The gentle climate and the abundance of nature create a soothing and relaxing environment. This natural rhythm of warmth, rain, and growth is the gentle heartbeat of southern Sumatra. Lifting our gaze from the city and looking out across the bay, we see that the mainland is not the end of the story. Lampung Bay is scattered with small, beautiful islands. The largest and closest is Pahawang Island. It appears as a verdant mound rising from the turquoise water, fringed with brilliant white sand beaches. Around Pahawang, there are even smaller islets. They look like tiny, perfect paradises. Some are little more than a patch of sand with a few palm trees. We can see the shallow reefs that surround them, appearing as dark patches just below the water's surface. These reefs are teeming with colorful coral and fish. The water around these islands is exceptionally clear, allowing us to see the seafloor in shades of blue, green, and white. We can see a few small boats moving between them, likely carrying visitors for a day of swimming, exploring, or simply relaxing on a quiet shore. Observing these islands from the sky is like looking at a masterpiece of natural art. The composition of land, sea, and sand is perfect. The way the light plays on the water, the deep green of the vegetation, and the bright white of the beaches all combine to create a scene of breathtaking peace. They are jewels in the crown of Lampung Bay, each one a small world of its own, waiting to be explored. Their serene presence contributes to the overall feeling of calm and wonder. Our 10-minute journey is drawing to a close. We begin our slow, gentle descent back towards the earth. The grand overview begins to resolve back into smaller details, but we are returning with a new perspective. We have seen how all these small parts fit together to create a beautiful and harmonious whole. The city, the hills, and the sea are not separate entities, but interconnected elements of one magnificent landscape. The feeling that lingers is one of deep peace. We have witnessed the quiet, steady rhythm of life in Bandar Lampung without the distraction of noise or haste. We have seen the beauty of its natural setting, the green hills embracing the city, and the blue bay opening it up to the world. It is a city that feels both alive and at ease, a place where people live in close harmony with their stunning environment. Our flight is over, but the images will remain in our minds. The shimmering blue of the bay, the deep green of the hills, the bright colors of the rooftops, and the golden crown of the Menara Siga. Bandar Lampung has shared its quiet beauty with us. From the peaceful stillness of the sky, we have discovered a city that is gentle, welcoming, and profoundly beautiful. A place of calm exploration forever held between the mountains and the sea.